Okay, so we're gonna explain some of our carrier moves. You're gonna see this a lot in our Mighty Mom classes. Moms come with every sort of strategy under the sun to entertain baby while you're working out, whether they're holding them, incorporating them into exercise, and you'll see a lot of moms, especially in the park, bring their carriers. So it's a really great option for them just to have baby, calm and close to them, but also have your hands free so you can do a lot of the exercises. And having some carrier moves planned, having options for mom who wants to bring their carrier is a really good idea, and it's something you should always build into your workouts. This is Elena and this is Riley. So we're gonna talk about some of the things to watch out for in our classes. He's a little bit fussy, which is definitely gonna happen in your classes. Generally, when moms use their carriers, you definitely want them to use a more structured carrier, something like this, that provides good support across mom's shoulder blades and back. You can see this is a great one. There's lots of different kinds on the market. We don't promote any one, but we definitely like this kind of carrier as opposed to those little more flimsy fabric wraps. Riley has good neck control, but especially if you're carrying a smaller baby, you always want to make sure that their neck is supported. You always want to also make sure that baby is high enough on your body. You should always be able to kiss little one on their head. So leaning down. If they're a little bit lower than that, that means that they're not positioned correctly on you, and it could put a lot of stress on your lower back, especially if you have a weak core. Something's pulling at your back here. You might end up with even more back pain, and we definitely don't want that. So that's something to be aware of, and you can talk through with your moms that come to your class. Generally, any lower body exercise where you're upright is really, really gonna work when you have a mom that, when you have a mom that's using their carrier. So I'm gonna have her demo just some squats for you so you can see how that might look and how that might work. I know she's done a lot of squats today, but we're gonna make her do a couple more. Here we go. You're going to inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Again, if baby's younger, you could have a hand to support head as you do it. So squats, lunges, lateral lunges. Now, that's really great. So these work really, really nicely. Where you get a little bit more trickier or a little bit harder is where you do some hinging exercises. They definitely can be done, but because you're kind of hinging over, you definitely want to make sure baby is supported. So I like to do, maybe a deadlift or like a baby good morning. So holding the head. So again, keeping the hips high, you're going to hinge forward from the waist. Nice flat back. Inhale. Exhale, coming on up. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, coming on up. So as you hinge, it's definitely possible, but she's definitely supporting his head as he goes down. And this is the same if you're doing a hinged position. So you stay down here and pretend that you're doing like a row. So a single arm row, he's supporting. He doesn't like this, but you could do this. Rowing here. Beautiful. You can definitely do that. And if you're doing, upper body exercises, if you have people doing push-ups that are elevated on the ground and someone wants to stay in the carrier, you can definitely elevate it up to the wall coming on over here. You could definitely do like a wall push-up. You want to show?
Yeah.
Definitely possible when you're doing the carrier. You can definitely elevate it so much that you're getting the same benefit, working the same muscle groups. Good. Like again, and if you're doing bicep curls or shoulder press or any single arm exercise or any upper body, throwing the little one in the carrier can be a really nice strategy for some of your moms, and they won't necessarily realize that they can bring their carrier as well. He has a lot to say about that. Do you have anything to add? No. It is a really lovely way to keep baby incorporated in our classes. It's a really nice strategy, and we really encourage a lot of moms to bring it. They'll figure out what works for them and their baby. Okay, awesome.